Hi guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video, and by guys I mean like 1 or 2 people that watch my videos, so thank you so much. Today I wanted to do like a dupe kind of look with the new Kylie Sipping Pretty palette. I will get into why I'm duping it. I will get into kind of the colors that I used and everything. All of the products that I use are pretty much like Wet n Wild and things like that. If you guys are interested in watching, please stay tuned and keep on watching. And if you guys are not interested in watching, thank you for stopping by and bye. Okay, no, but really, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned. I hope you guys like it. This is kind of the look that came out of it. And if you guys are interested in more videos like these, definitely subscribe, like this video, dislike this video, leave a comment, tell me you hate me, everything like that. And I will see you guys later. Bye. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Oh, you guys can see my little dog over there. Okay, I swear she doesn't have fleas. I swear I don't mistreat my dog. We're gonna go ahead and get started. I am in the middle of like a project no buy, project low buy type thing. So I'm going to be using the same like face routine that I used in my last video. So I'm just going to like to skip over that, and then I'm going to like appear with that on just because I've already done that routine. It's the same exact products. I will be using the Tarte Amazonian Clay because I'm almost done with it. I'll be using this concealer, the Color Stay Benefit Ooh La Lift. I'll be using the Murad Oil Control at the bottom before I start doing this. I'm going to be using my Benefit That Gal primer as well. And then I'm just going to set everything with loose powder. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to try and like insert the picture somewhere of the look that I want to recreate, but I don't really know how to do that. I don't really know how to do anything, but I am on like a no buy type thing, and I did want to recreate a look of like a brand new palette and see if I had enough, you know, colors with me where I could pretty much recreate the look that I wanted to go for. So I'm going to try and recreate her picture from the website. So there's like 3 models. She's one of them, and she has like the neon pink in the tear duct, and then the purple bluish on the outside, on like by the crease. So I'm going to try and recreate that look with the little eyeshadows that I have, and so we'll see if I can do that. The palette itself is $65. I don't plan on purchasing it. Just because when I was taking a look at what palettes I could use, I feel like the look that I would go for in that palette would be the same look that I go for in every palette. So I don't plan on purchasing it. It's a beautiful palette. I love the packaging, but I'm not going to purchase it. I'm going to read to you guys the like the little blurb that they put in the description on their website. It says, the hashtag Kylie Cosmetics limited edition birthday collection Sipping Pretty palette is your secret weapon to create the perfect Kylie eye. And just listening to that, like just hearing that right there and then, I was like, obviously, you know, they're going to market it in a way where you're like, oh my God, I need to have it. Like, you know, if I want the perfect Kylie eye, I need to have this palette. Which is obviously untrue, and I used to be the type of person that used to like get sucked into that kind of stuff, but you know, I'm trying to cut down on my collection, and if I don't cut down on my collection, I want to make sure that every time that I introduce something to my collection, I am, you know, finishing something or taking something out. So I don't plan on using it, buying it. Then the next sentence is, each Sipping Pretty palette comes with 21 pressed powder eyeshadows that can be used together to recreate Kylie's favorite looks or customize your own. I don't know if the palette itself comes with different looks by Kylie. Because why would it say like create Kylie's favorite looks? You know, if you guys didn't get some sort of like booklet thing that has different looks that she wore on the website. It's just that one look that I showed you guys. So yeah. And so, you know, again, it's just one of those things where you fall for the hype and then you use a few of the shadows and then you just like never use it again. So I'm going to try and recreate that. And I'm going to, again, I don't have the palette, but I am going to use pretty much all of the matte shades to kind of start, you know, creating some sort of like transition into my crease. And then I will move on to the color eyeshadows. So I'm just going to read to you guys the colors that I'm going to be using, but obviously it won't be the same ones that she's using. It is $65 for 21 eyeshadows. Personally, I think that that's a pretty good deal, but I don't want to use the word deal because deal makes it sound like, oh my god, it's a deal, you have to have it. But I think for 21 eyeshadows, $65, it's pretty standard, I would say. Ugh. Excuse me. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to use Vanilla on Vanilla, which is that like lighter, is described as a matte pale peach. And I will be grabbing that and mixing from my Smashbox Full Exposure these two colors here to create that like matte peach color. I am going to move on to the crease, and I'm going to be trying to dupe Moscow Mule, which is considered and described as a matte dusty rose. And I'm going to grab a fluffy brush and use my Wet n Wild Rose in the Air and use this color right here. It is a matte color, which I believe will get me the same you know, matte dusty rose color from her palette. And again, like, this look isn't necessarily to copy it exactly, but it is to at least show us that we don't need every single palette that comes out. Even if, I'm not even saying like money wise, you know, like even if you can afford all of the palettes that she comes out with, she just came out with her summer collection, and then now the birthday collection. Her birthday and summer are during the same season. So how are you going to have, you know, enough time to purchase both, use both enough, and then move on to the next palette, you know, a month or two later? Whenever liquid lipsticks first, you know, started getting super popular, I started to get obsessed and I would buy every single one. And then I realized, you know, I'm stuck with over like 50 different ColourPop liquid lipsticks that I never use. All the Kylie, you know, the first like 12 liquid lipsticks that she came out with. And it's like, for what? Like, why are we just falling into this, like, you have to have it trap when you have so many colors already that you can create you know, you can recreate pretty much a similar look without having to go out and purchase it, because you go out and purchase it 2 weeks later, a month later, fall's coming up and her fall collection is going to come out. So now that I have added that dusty rose on my crease, I'm going to move on to, let's see, where is it? Tequila Tangerine, which is considered a matte pale tangerine color. And again, from the same palette, Rose in the Air, I'm going to mix this color here and this one. They're both matte, and I believe this color here is a little too dark, and obviously this one's too light. So I'm going to dip into both of them and put it on my crease as well. Yeah, I feel like that's what's, I don't want to say wrong, because at the end of the day, it's a business for them, and they need, you know, those sales. But if you are constantly falling into it, you're going to end up with all these palettes that, you know, from the first one you could have recreated Kylie's favorite look. Kylie wears the same look anyway. I feel like she wears like the same like neutral looks anyways. So now we are going to add some Close the Tab on the crease, which is a matte orange brown. I'm going to mix 2 colors from my Wet n Wild Not a Basic Peach palette, and I'm going to mix this one right here and this one right here. I am going to go back and forth on those. I believe this one is a little too dark, but this color here should lighten it up. So I'm going to add those to the crease. Stating that I am not against Kylie Cosmetics. I have tons of her products. And this video I feel like will help people who, you know, 1, can't buy the product, 2, shouldn't be buying the product, and then 3, people that can buy the product but just feel that they have too many palettes in their collection, and just kind of give them ideas and inspire you to like open all of your palettes. What I like doing is I like opening all of my palettes and taking a picture. So if I'm out and about, or if I see a new collection, I can just like whip out the picture and see the different colors that I already have. And for the most part, I can pretty much find something that I already have. They're not exact dupes. I am not saying that they are exact dupes, but they do kind of give you like a similar idea. And again, let's remember that Kylie used a professional for this. I am not saying that my look is going to come out exactly like hers, because girl, you know it ain't. You know it ain't. You know it ain't. Let's look back at the picture. We are going to use this Rockin' Republic eyeshadow that I have in who knows what color. It is just a dark matte blue. And if I do want some, you know, sparkle in it, which I'm sure a lot of people are interested in that palette because of that, I can just dip into my Not a Basic Peach and grab that blue color there. That kind of has a little bit of sparkle, so I can, you know, mix a little bit of that, mix a little bit of the blue one, and just start working that on my crease. So now in the picture, it kind of looks like she's wearing that purpley RSVP metallic bright lavender with silver sparkle shade. So the closest thing that I have to that is this Stila, the like liquid glitters. I don't even know what they're actually called, but Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadow in Peachy Sheen. It kind of reminds me of that color. That one is a lot more lavender-y, but this one still has like that sparkle, and I want to see how that one will, you know, blend in with that blue that we put in the crease. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that. So I have added that color there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it is like super reflective. I probably could have blended it a little bit better, but that's totally fine. You know, the point, again, I feel like I keep on stressing that the point of this is to kind of get like a similar look with eyeshadows that you already have without having to go purchase the newest shiny thing. So I do know that I am missing, like I am taking a look at her picture, and I know that she has a lot more purple in her eye look than I do. So she has like that neon pink in her inner tear duct, which is called Pretty, and it is described as a matte neon pink. And the only like matte neon pinks that I could think of were blushes, and I'm going to try and use this blush right here from my NARS 6-pan palette. It's like an old palette. That right there looks pretty neon. And then also what looked pretty neon to me was the Tarte blush in Fantastic. They look a little muted in the picture, I mean on camera, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix both of them and then apply it to my inner tear duct. So now that we have added the pink in the inner tear duct, I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows really quick, add some liquid eyeliner, put on some, not lashes, but just put on some mascara, and then I will show you guys what lip color I end up doing. Okay, so I have put on some liquid eyeliner, some mascara, and done my eyebrows a bit. I don't even think she is wearing liquid eyeliner, but since I'm not wearing false eyelashes, then I had to have that liquid eyeliner to make them look a little bit thicker. The lip color that she's wearing, I believe it's from their new, it's from like her new liquid lipsticks, but to me it kind of looks like a, to me it kind of just looks like how I would describe it. It would be like a dark nude color. I'm gonna try and recreate that by getting Katy Perry's CoverGirl collection lipstick in Sphinx, I believe, and I know that this won't be dark enough, so I'm going to go over the entire lips with NYX Nutmeg what is this called? What is this called? Lip liner. Lip liner. So I'm gonna mix these two together and hopefully come out with a similar look. There we go. You guys can probably not see it, but that color kind of looks like this one. I am not done. I don't know why I did my lips without putting on some blush. It does look like she's wearing a little bit of blush, and it looks kind of like a very neon-y but sheer color. So I'm just going to add a little bit of this Tarte Fantastic, and hopefully it doesn't look too clowny. I mean, you guys can't even tell with this lighting, but the whole point of this, again, is to just show you guys that you can definitely get a similar look without having to purchase the eye palette. I mean, if you were talking to me, ooh, I made a mess. If you were talking to me, like, I don't know, last year, I would have been like, dude, you need that palette. But I don't know. I'm so over like all the collections. I can't keep up. And I know a lot of people out there can't keep up as well. So you guys can see like the inner tear duct, that's like a neon color. You guys can see the glittery lid there, and then the blue and purpley color towards the end. It kind of gives you the same idea. It kind of gives you the same look. My eyeshadow is obviously not as good as hers. As you can see here, there's way more blue here than here, so I could have done a better job in that regard. So again, the purpose of this video was just to have fun with the eyeshadows that you already have, and you do not need to purchase any new palettes that come out constantly. Just take a look at your collection, and for the most part, you're going to find something somewhat similar. So hopefully you guys liked this video. I am planning on doing like a Natasha Denona palette, just because I don't have one and I do not plan on purchasing one. So if you guys are interested in that, please leave a comment down below. Leave a comment down below if you have done like a similar look for any other palettes. I'm super interested in those lately, just because again, I've been trying to use my collection a little bit more instead of going out and purchasing new ones. Subscribe if you guys are new, and like this video if you are interested in these types of videos, and then dislike this video if you guys did not like this video and if you guys didn't like me. So definitely be honest. That concludes this video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. Bye. Why do I keep doing it? Bye.